Ralph has one, and it must have been related to when I fired him.
No, if you draw buildings and you write music and you do costumes, it's all going to work. But if you do mechanical stuff, you realize how many parts go in a vehicle and how many of those things can let go at any moment. So you can have something not right. You can have the configuration of thing totally wrong. There's only one machine that just absolutely was a total bomb, and it took like 2 years to get it done. Normally, Walt would inspire us to go in some direction and go do something. But post-Walt, there was an idea for a thing called the bob-along boat, which would be a small electric boat carrying maybe 6 people and a picnic lunch and be used in one of the lakes in Florida. And this was a job that had no champion. If a job has no champion, there's nobody that wants to lead it and guide it and keep everybody excited. And this thing was one of those stupid committee decisions that bounced from one department to another. And it'd go down to Disneyland operations. Oh, it needs to be like that, it needs to be like that. It goes back to Walt Disney World. And all the operations want it this way, they want it that way. So by the time it got thrown in my lap, it was a big bunch of specifications with no leadership. And of course, I could do a thorough job, get it all tooled, get it all done, and I hated it too. But that thing got all built, and they put it in Florida, and they rented it, I think, one day, and it was such a stupid rental. And even Dick Nunes, who was trying to get the thing to work, and I think they totally gave up, and that thing disappeared, and I never saw it ever again.
Okay, I think we have time for one more question. Whoa, you guys with the microphones have to pick somebody. Sorry, way in the back.
Hi, my name is Omar Negrete from Orange, and since you guys pretty much know the parks like the back of your hand, specifically Disney, what would you tell us to keep our eye out for our next visit?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
So since you guys know Disneyland so much, since we're all fans, what would you say for us to keep our eye out? Like, what's something that you think is unacknowledged at Disneyland?
Something trying to get
Something underrated. What's underrated?
Oh, underrated? Oh, underrated.
You should notice.
Well, you're the experts. You're supposed to know.
No, what's underrated? I think, for me, one of the things that I really love taking, I always love taking my grandchildren to, and everybody else, is the Tiki Room. I think it gets at times less play because it's not a thrill ride. It's not. It gets kind of left over, and people say, "Well, we'll do that if we have time on the way out." But it's really a wonderful symphony of talents. The music, the animation, the things that Harriet did, the fur and feathers, and the animation, and the story. It really is a kind of a microcosm of, taking what was a bad idea, or doing a restaurant for stofers, and turning it into a show that's, now, 45 years old. And wow. And what they did about 3 years ago in redoing all the birds and all the animation, all the technology, is really, I think it's a little spectacular show. I love it, personally. Underrated Disneyland? Well,